Hey guys, so I went to the movies yesterday and I went to see Star Trek Into Darkness, and so this is a review for that. Now I must admit that until a few years ago when the first kind of reboot Star Trek movie came out, I wasn't the hugest Star Trek fan. You know, I'd seen a few episodes of the TV show. I'd never seen any of the other movies before just because I thought, I don't know anything about Star Trek, why would I watch the movie? I almost didn't go see the new movie when it came out a few years ago. But my brother-in-law, who is a huge Star Trek fan, is the one who really kind of pushed me. It was just like, you need to go see the movie. Plus, I'd heard that it didn't matter if you'd seen Star Trek before, so yeah, I went to see it, really enjoyed it, and it kind of gave me a new perspective about Star Trek. I was like, maybe I need to go back and watch some Star Trek, because that was really good. Now, I know enough about Star Trek to know, you know, like who the characters are, and I know who the Klingons are, and, you know, all of the kind of like Vulcan death grip and live long and prosper. You know, I know kind of all the kind of like regular kind of pop culture-y Star Trek stuff. So I definitely went to see this movie based on two things. One, because I really liked the last one, and two, Benedict Cumberbatch, people, because he was the villain in this movie and he was awesome. So overall, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that, yeah, this movie gets 2 thumbs up for me for sure. I mean, it's your typical kind of summer movie. Lots of action, there's a little bit of romance, a little bit of comedy, but I just felt like they did such a good job of it. There were several moments during the movie, because I'm a smart moviegoer, people, you know, I am a smart movie/TV watcher, so it's hard to kind of trick me. Or, I don't know, it just like, a lot of movies get into that kind of predictable kind of storyline, which drives me batty, but they did such a good job of kind of staying away from that. You know, and there were things that you expected to happen, but I don't know, I feel like if I'm expecting something to happen and you do it, but you do it with a little twist or you do it really well, I don't care, you know, that I expected it. My problem is when I expect it to happen and then it happens and it's kind of crappy. Then I got a problem. One of the things that I really loved about this movie was the bromance between Captain Kirk and Spock. It was just so well done, so well acted, and just such a great part of this storyline. Just because it's like you have these two people who come from different worlds, but who are also like so opposite, obviously because Spock is so kind of like unemotional, and you know, Captain Kirk does everything based on his emotions. At least in the movies he does. And so like to see the two of them come together and to try to understand each other and to, you know, because they really like each other and because they want to be friends. I love it. There were some great scenes in the movie between them. I'm not giving anything away, but there was crying. There was definitely some crying. And yeah, there was lots of good stuff between the two of them. The other thing that was an absolute home run in this movie was the villain, Benedict Cumberbatch, who played Khan. And, you know, even though, like I said earlier, I'm not a huge Star Trek person, I don't know a ton about Star Trek, I know that Khan is like a big character, because I remember that movie, The Wrath of Khan, even though I didn't see it. But yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch, who I know as Sherlock, and love on Sherlock. People, if you have never seen that, you definitely need to check him out in that show. But he was so good, such a great villain. I love my villains with depth. That is just how I like them. I like it when I know why they're doing what they're doing, why they're being bad, and also, you know, I think villains are really good when you can kind of sympathize with them a little bit. And he was that. He was so good, you guys. I'm not gonna give it away as well, like what happens, you know, towards the end, because there's a lot of the movie, I think, where you're wondering, like, should I hate him or should I not? And then, you know, something happens to tell you yes or no to that, and I'm not gonna share that. Another great part of this movie was Simon Pegg, who plays Scotty. And he was fantastic. He was hilarious, and just really good. He's so funny anyway, you guys, Simon Pegg. I mean, if you've seen Shaun of the Dead, you totally know that. And he was definitely at his best in this movie. He was in the first movie too, but I felt like he was definitely shining in this movie. And I hope if they make another movie, he's got a pivotal role in it, because he was, yeah, a total bright spot. Yeah, you guys, obviously this movie is still in theaters. Go see it. Even if you don't like Star Trek, it doesn't matter. I think it's kind of interesting too, you know, J.J. Abrams, who is the director of the Star Trek, the kind of the reboot movies, it's also just been announced that he's going to be doing the Star Wars movies. You know, now that Disney has, you know, purchased Lucasfilms and they're going to be making more Star Wars movies, he's going to be directing those too. So it'll be interesting though to see how he does that and how he does that differently. I'm super excited about that. There are a ton more movies that I want to see this summer, so you guys will be seeing more movie reviews pop up from time to time. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and I will see you again soon. Bye.